Oh boy, I can't wait to show you guys this. What's up guys, MtgJedi here. How you doing today? First of all, big shout out to my dude Freakin'. He says that by me doing this, you guys are gonna see the game in the background in a nicer, neater fashion. So if there's a significant increase in the quality of this video, I need everybody to confirm or deny that in the comments. Personally, I hate everything about this, and I don't like recording like this. So I hope that he's wrong, but if I'm here for you guys. So if this helps you to have a better experience with my videos, I just need that feedback. Okay, with that being said, let me go ahead and run a dungeon fight with this giant battle screen. Oh my goodness. I can't even. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I usually run the game in a small window, and this is more like almost full screen, so it's like bow in my face. So yeah, let me know about the quality, but today what we're talking about is not Odin, even though you should be running it. Run stage 20, I don't care, but you should definitely be running it. What I'm talking about today is freaking Thor's skills, guys. Thor's skills. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that on the screen for you because it is so interesting. Okay, I gotta minimize that game. That's too big for me, but I need your feedback, okay? So first things first, I'll leave this on the screen and let me share with you all of the important information about when this is starting, blah, 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 this, and that. So they claim that Thor is a strong, fearless nuker that is going to shine bright in PvP. I don't know about that. He's got some crowd control. He's going to ignore some buffs, all of those things. The most important thing for you to know is that this starts next week. Thursday, September 5th is the start date, and this is a hybrid fusion. So there will be epic champions. I don't know if they're going to be 4 unique ones or if it'll be 4 of the same one, but it'll be 4 epics, and then you get fragments to get each of those epics. So good news for those of you who don't do fusions. You can do the epics usually fairly easily. That's usually 4 events and minimal effort. You can go get the fragments for each of the epics. So you will need fragments for the epics, and then you'll need to fuse the epics to get Thor. So what that means is whenever you're... Oh, I'm fighting Odin. Whenever you're going into the fusion tab, you would need to click fuse, otherwise you can't save him. You can't save him. You have to click fuse, otherwise you don't get him. RIP original Nishak. So, let's talk about his kit here, and then let me tell you how much of it involves us needing to know his multipliers. All of it. Spoiler, all of it. A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Has a 20% chance of repeating the attack. So he has a built-in relentless set for his A1. And each hit decreases the target's turn meter by 10%. I wish that this also had a freeze polarium. How easy would that have been? Put a freeze debuff on that A1 to help people in hard Fire Knight. That would have been amazing. It's not too late, although, I doubt they'll do that. Okay, A2 is an AoE, but it ignores all of the normal AoE downfalls. Like any kind of everything. Passives, masteries, gear sets, boss stuff. It's basically a single target AoE, which is the most powerful way to do it. And it is random who he hits in what order, but his damage will be increasing each time. So you're gonna, I don't know. I don't think that this is gonna be like a Trunda ability. I don't think so. But I have to admit that it is possible. The only problem is it doesn't work against bosses. So I don't think that we're going to be seeing crazy numbers from him in Hydra, but we definitely need to test that, because a lot of times what Plarium thinks that the champion does, it doesn't do. So we definitely need to test that. It also will ignore block damage and unkillable, which is really nice. There's some gross block damage and unkillable stuff going around right now, and this is going to ignore that. That's amazing, okay? It will not ignore the, like, 1 HP stuff, like, prevents this champion's death. That kind of stuff it will not ignore. So, like, Freya, he's not going to be able to do that. Okay, A3, I really like this ability. This is the Hydra ability here, the PvE ability. You can permanently decrease the resistance. It's another AoE attack. It does decrease speed. All of that stuff is great. He also buffs himself. Increase attack, increase crit damage. That's amazing. I think this ability could be really good. Okay. And then his passive is sweet. His passive is sweet. So he has a thunder counter, which is a new buff in the game. I think it's going to count as a buff. I don't know how it would not count as a buff. So, debating on his masteries, Heaven Cast versus Nature's Wrath is going to be an interesting debate. Comment down below which one you think we're going to go with. But each time he deals damage, he gets a thunder counter increase. I don't know if, like, on his A1, let's say he A1s, that's 2 attacks, then he gets another chance to repeat the attack, so that's 4. Does that mean 4 counters on the thunder? That is something we'll need to test. And each of those times that he gets the stack, it increases his crit damage by 3% up to 30. And then once the counter reaches 10, he does an AoE, just like for free. He does an AoE attack that also places a stun, and then the thunder counter goes back to 0 and he does it again. So what the multipliers are on this thunder counter ability? Okay, what are the multipliers on these other abilities? I think that really will determine whether or not he's a good champion. I think as is, if his multipliers suck, he's okay. And you could use him as a decreased speed champion with, like, a cursed or provoke set, right? So I think that he is a pretty cool Hydra champion, period. And if his multipliers are good, then he might be your new arena nuker. He might be a new high DPS in Hydra. All of those things are definite possibilities. What do you think of his kit? Attack in all battles or a 30%. All of that is amazing. I think he looks great. I'm sad that I was wrong, okay? I thought that decreased speed ability was going to be decreased speed, decreased defense. How cool would that have been? Or his A2 having that text, but also decreased defense. That would have made him so good. I'm so sad that I was wrong. But he looks freaking cool. I like his kit. I think it's sweet. Plarium was being coy about whether we're going to get him on the test server or not. I hope so. If we get him on the test server, you better believe I will be max testing him for Hydra and damage in areas. So, I'm excited about the Thor fusion. That'll be next week. What do you think? And I probably put out another video today, so go watch that too. Thank you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.